Hello, and welcome to City Cruise Live, where today should hopefully be the final episode of Danganronpa V3. It has been quite a while. This has been quite the journey, and we have lost a lot of people on the way. And things are finally starting to come together in this game. Like, it was quite confusing for like the first half of the game. But things are finally starting to click together, and I'm actually understanding at least a bit of what's going on and how it fits into the previous games. But now, according to those memories that we found in the previous episode, there could be other survivors. Anyway, let's continue with the trial, which was about the first trial we did. And welcome, Rai. Glad you could make it. Mastermind can't be the seventh person. That contradicts what Monokuma said. What you're looking for comes to this room quite often.
It implies that the mastermind wasn't in the hidden room the whole time. They must have been coming and going between the room and the academy, right? Would someone who has to stay completely hidden really risk that?
Right. If they were trying to hide, they would have just stayed put.
I see! That's some impressive logic.
Don't agree with him!
And during the investigation, I found a classroom that makes flashback lights.
A classroom that makes flashback lights?
I'll explain the details later. But they're...
Yes, we found this flashback light with I wish we could have seen all of the flashbacks, but I guess that would have been a bit too much.
When the door is opened, the classroom reverts to its original state. Clearly, the room is hiding something.
Isn't it obvious? The mastermind didn't want anyone to see them making flashback lights.
But why create such a classroom at all? If the mastermind were a 17th person, they could have their own completely separate room to make flashback lights.
Indeed, that would be much safer.
Is the mastermind still one of these people?
Knowing this, we can make a few assumptions about the
It
mastermind's
must be
identity.
Susumi. She's the only one that hasn't done anything.
However, the implications aren't good.
What an ominous way to say it. But there's nothing to worry about. We got this far because we're friends. We're in this together no matter what. There's
Yeah, she's right.
The mastermind's identity, considering the facts we have. My detective work points to a participant of the killing game.
That's it!
Who is Katie's twin sister
The
though?
mastermind is most likely one of the participants of this killing game.
One of the participants?
It could be Katie though, like the same thing as what happened in the first Danganronpa, which I think they did discuss, but like Katie could have used her twin sister and then to get killed, and then Katie is actually the mastermind.
One of the 16 people who were forced to play this game. One of us.
As long as it's not Gunter, everything's
what
fine.
did you say?
The classroom that makes flashback lights and the hidden room being visited often. It all suggests that the mastermind is someone we'd see every day at the academy.
Someone we'd see every day. Like one of the 16 students?
That's crazy! There's no way one of us is the mastermind! Because we're all friends! We swore to fight together!
Then it just means that all your friendship talk was a lie, right?
Shut up! That's not possible!
You're upset and irrational. That times like this, a voice of reason is necessary. Absolutely necessary!
Alright. I don't think you're the voice of reason,
We're
though.
up.
Alright! We're gonna put on a reasonable yet outstanding show and earn our right to live!
Eh? Our right to live? Is someone about to die? Is that what's going on?
Whatever, I don't believe you! There's no way the mastermind's here!
Wait. Even if it's one of the 16 students, it doesn't mean it's one of us, does it?
Huh? What do you mean?
It's possible that the mastermind merely faked their death and has been alive
Yeah.
this whole time.
You gotta stick with the CD Cruise Live schedule, even though I don't really have a schedule. We gotta turn on those notifications.
Now that we know Monokuma will break rules as he sees fit, that possibility should be...
What's that supposed to mean? Hurry up and answer! Hurry up! I'm gonna blow up the rest of the Monokubs!
Hurry up and answer!
The identity of the mastermind we'll know for sure once we determine who killed Rentaro. What I needed to confirm to impose an offer. Or have an offer first.
That's it! We need to go over everyone's alibi for Rantaro's murder again.
Our alibis? From way back then?
Didn't we discuss that during the first trial? What good would it do to discuss it again?
Now that we know Rantaro was killed by the mastermind, it might lead somewhere. We might find a hole in someone's alibi that we didn't see at the time.
So we just have to give our alibis again.
Fine. Then let's do it.
If this was real life, I would not remember my alibis from like... I don't know how long ago it was. Might be a few days at least. But I don't think I'd remember. Especially with everything else that has happened between then.
So we can be sure that the mastermind's not one of us.
I wonder where this discussion will lead. Will it lead to a mastermind in this very room? Or not? Either way, we're gonna make sure this trial stays exciting!
I was in the game room in the basement. With Kaito and Gonta and Maki. Also, Tenko and Angie were there too.
Even if I was in the same basement,
What's clues to the mastermind? The mastermind comes and goes. Okay.
it's impossible for me to have killed Rantaro.
Hey! I didn't kill Rantaro either!
I was in my room by myself.
Well, that's
And
suspicious.
so were Ryoma and Kokichi too. I know that is a poor alibi, but I did not kill Rantaro.
I was in the dining hall. Kyo, Mew, and Kirumi were with me. Though I did leave briefly to use the bathroom. I couldn't have killed Rantaro.
And Shuichi
Now they're
was with
fixed.
Kaede,
It would be
so
cool if they changed, but
they couldn't have
no.
killed Rantaro either.
This is a pretty linear story. If someone here killed Rantaro, it could only be them.
I was in the game room in the basement. With Kaito and Gonta and Maki. Also, Tenko and Angie were there too.
Even if I was in the same basement,
Even if
it's
I?
impossible for me to have killed Rantaro.
What do you mean even if you
I
were?
didn't kill Rantaro either!
I was in my room by myself. And so were Ryoma and Kokichi.
Kill game. Monokuma is particular about rules and tradition. It is very similar to the
Too. I know that is a poor alibi, but I did not kill Rantaro.
I was in the dining hall.
Okay, no one cares about you, Tsumi.
Though I did briefly to use the bathroom. I could have
Oh.
killed Rantaro.
The bathroom! Can
And
we...
Shuichi was with Kaede.
hidden door to the library. No.
It ain't so. He couldn't have killed Rantaro either.
I was in the game room in the
Hidden
basement.
passage room. Yes. Okay.
I was in my room by myself. And so were Ryoma and Kokichi too. I know that is a poor alibi, but I did not kill Rantaro.
Of course, it's just with me.
I couldn't have killed.
But you did.
That's wrong!
I don't know. It'll probably have some other counter to my counter. But...
Wait a minute, Tsumugi.
Huh?
You said you went to the bathroom.
It is true. I went to the restroom closet, to the dining hall. Wait, you went to the restroom? Ah, closest. I can read.
The girls' bathroom near the dining hall, right?
What did you say? That bathroom?
Huh? What? What about it?
Shuichi, didn't you investigate the girls' bathroom? Did you find anything?
The utility closet in that bathroom has a hidden passageway. One that's connected to the hidden room in the back of the library. Which means it's possible to get into the hidden room from that bathroom.
I knew she was up to something. The moment I met her.
Around the time Rantaro was killed, Tsumugi went to that exact bathroom. I'm positive that when Rantaro was killed, the culprit was in the hidden room. It's too convenient to be coincidence.
Hold on. This is all so sudden. I don't think I understand.
But maybe they got there from the hidden door in the library instead.
No, I don't think so.
Because we had the cameras
Remember
and
that I had
sensors
placed
the
dust in the card
stuff.
reader in the library. I was trying to determine if the hidden door was opened with a card reader. But the dust didn't fall. That means nobody used that card reader.
So, to enter the hidden room, they would need to use a different route, the girls' bathroom.
Yes, I believe that's the case. The culprit entered the hidden room from the girls' bathroom on the first floor. And with the help of Mother Kuma, watched the situation in the library unfold. As soon as they saw the Kaede's plan fail, they waited for the camera interval.
Well, okay, so that means that he would have noticed the ball dropping? Or did he notice the camera first? He would have noticed the camera first. And then the ball dropped next to him? I don't know.
And leaped out of the hidden room, shot put ball in hand. The hidden door could open from the inside, so there was no need to use the card reader. In any case, the culprit attacked Rantaro with a shot put ball,
Just
and
like,
left it in the
dunk.
library. Picked up the shot that Kaede had used, and returned to the hidden room.
And they also took the survivor perk monopad that Rantaro had, right?
Yes, then they left the monopad and the shot in the hidden room, headed into the passageway, and returned to the girls' bathroom.
Are you saying the one who did it was
No! It has to be some kind of mistake.
Well, it has to be a female for this mastermind, because, girls' bathroom. It would be very suspicious if a guy went into the girls' bathroom.
Up till now, everything pointed to the mastermind not being one of us.
Is Tsumugi even capable of doing all this? He's just a cosplayer, you know.
Yeah! All this would be impossible for just some cosplayer.
But you said that you went to that bathroom during Rantaro's murder. How can you possibly refute that fact?
Refute? It's all just a coincidence. Oh, Kibo and Ryoma didn't have alibis. What if they went to the girls' bathroom?
Did you see
Yes,
one of them
I
in the
forgot
girls'
about that.
bathroom?
What?
If one of them had gone into that bathroom, you would have seen each other, right? But you never mentioned that.
That's...
Smugi, what's the meaning of this?
Can this really be true?
Smoogie,
No, it's not! I really only went to use the bathroom. I didn't know about the hidden passage.
Look lively, Monokubs! You're up! Move your asses!
that's very wrong.
I don't know what to believe.
Father's never yelled at me like that before.
If we don't do well here, we're all gonna get blown up together.
I still want to live longer. I want to see the next chapter.
Is there another chapter in the game? I thought this was the end.
So please, let us win.
What?
Please, please let us win!
Why would we even listen to them? I literally hate you. You're the worst characters in the game ever.
We don't want to die!
I don't care.
We're like snowflakes. We're one of
Good.
a kind.
I don't know what Four Eyes is talking about. Bad guys never wear glasses.
Anyway, just cut it out! We don't want to die!
Nothing.
Monokuma and the Mastermind are the bad guys here. You don't want to die? Do you know how many of my friends were sacrificed?
Please,
True.
help us!
No.
Is Four Eyes over there really the mastermind? We don't know anything.
I don't wanna explode!
Even if she is the culprit.
Hey, let's just stop this!
There's no evidence that she's the mastermind.
The evidence points to something. But now it's
Please,
just
help us!
Is she really the mastermind?
Is Four Eyes over there really the mastermind? We don't know anything.
I don't wanna explode!
Even if she is the culprit.
Hey, let's
What's
just
clues to the mastermind again? Goes the line. Okay, that's not gonna help.
stop this!
There's no evidence that she's the mastermind.
No evidence. What is the evidence?
Please, help us!
Is Four Eyes over there really the mastermind? We
Other
don't
than-
know anything.
I don't wanna explode!
Even if she is the culprit.
Hey, let's just stop this!
There's no evidence that she's the mastermind.
Nope, that's not it.
Oh no!
Please,
no.
help us!
Is Four Eyes over there really the mastermind? We don't know anything.
I don't wanna explode!
Even if she is the culprit.
Hey, let's just stop this!
There's no evidence that she's the mastermind.
Oh, dang it. This is an annoying one when you can't figure it out.
Is Four Eyes over there
I guess they're
really
all
the
kind of
mastermind?
annoying when you can't figure them out.
We don't know anything.
I don't wanna explode!
Even if she is the culprit.
Hey, let's just stop this!
There's no evidence that she's the mastermind.
I'll cut through your words.
Good.
Before being destroyed, Mother Kuma told us something.
Built-in voice print authentication, designed specifically for the word "girl."
That individual is, of course, the
So
mastermind.
we can't really test that now because he's the Monokuma is dead.
When the mastermind commands Mother Kuma to give birth, it makes a spare.
We all tried it out.
But Kiba wasn't there, was he?
Right, because I was fighting the Exosols.
Did you hear that? Kiba didn't try giving Mother Kuma a command. So the real mastermind is...
Tsumugi was the only one who didn't say give birth.
Huh?
Everyone else said give birth.
Well, except Maki. I don't think she was there either. Ah, okay, she was.
Tsumugi specifically used a different phrase. You didn't say give birth.
Dun, dun, dun.
You said
Is she
make.
really the mastermind? If she is,
You
like,
knew how to
what?
get Mother Kuma to create a spare, didn't you? That's why you specifically said make. If you had said give birth, Mother Kuma would have made a spare. Am I right, Tsumugi?
Hey, come on. What's wrong? Don't be like that, Shuichi. Do you really think I'm the mastermind? There's just no way.
She must be though, because she has been the most useless character. So the reason she's so useless is because she's been hiding, doing mastermindy stuff. Although I wouldn't
Hey,
suspect
everyone, say
Tsumi.
something. I'm not the mastermind. That's crazy, right?
Then refute it. We're waiting.
Huh?
I don't want to believe it either. That one of our friends, the survivors, could do this. That's why I'm begging, Tsumugi. I'm begging you to refute me. I might be wrong. I was wrong before. About Kaede. That's why I need everyone's help. I don't care if my detective work is wrong. I want to hear your argument. Reaching the truth together is what cooperation means to me.
Well, if you're trying to talk with, if she was the mastermind, it's not going to be a good cooperation, really.
Tsumugi, please.
Tsumugi, please!
What's the matter? You can't argue back after hearing that.
Whoa, hold on. I don't know what's going on right now, but just hold on a sec.
Oh, Monosuke's infamous impatience rears its ugly head.
And what an ugly head it is!
I don't think friends should blame each other like this, you know? Come on, smile, everyone. I know
What is
we
this?
could watch a comedy special so we could all smile.
Thank you, Monokuma.
Jeez, you're noisy. Ah, Monosuke! Father, why? You loved Monosuke so much. Oh yeah, you're right. But we're at the good part now. So be quiet and watch like good little cubs. Father? See? It's getting exciting. Shuichi is trying to reveal the mastermind, trying to overcome despair. It's so heart-pounding!
So, in the first games, Monokuma was actually like, I'm pretty sure voice controlled by someone else. Like, they talked for Monokuma. It wasn't like a robot that just talks on its own. But now it looks like Monokuma is just a robot that talks on its own. And the mastermind can do whatever they want as well. I don't know. We have the mastermind cornered. Why is Monokuma so calm? Should be feeling cornered as well. Forget it, we're on the offensive here. That's pretty offensive. If we make the mastermind's identity clear, all will be settled. Well, I guess we'll have to accuse... We have to accuse Tsumi, but I don't think this is going to be right.
It has to be you! The mastermind of this killing game, and the culprit who killed Rantaro. It's you, Tsumugi. There are no other possibilities. You don't have anything to say?
Anything to say? Even if you keep saying all that stuff, I still don't get it. Hey, let's stop this already. You're mistaken.
Maybe someone was like brainwashed or something, so they don't remember what they were doing while they do it. The secret mastermind.
Because we're all friends, right? Weren't we going to work together to end this killing game?
This is a class trial.
Oh, Luigi pulling out the big guns.
Although
He doesn't
we were
have
forced to
friends
do these
anymore.
class trials by the mastermind. That's how we survived. It was the only way. It was the only way we could survive. So please, Tsumugi, refute the evidence. Say something. Your life depends on it. Please.
Tsumugi, I don't want to suspect you. I want to believe in you. I want the mastermind to be somewhere else, like in the previous killing games. If you're really not the mastermind, then don't give up. I'll cheer you on.
Even if you say that...
Tsumugi is taking her sweet time, but waiting around is so boring.
Yeah, I don't think she's the mastermind, because if she was, I don't think Monokuma would be so, like, quick to, make her the mastermind.
Hey, Shuichi! Why don't we look over the case again?
What?
Come on, that's like your thing. Present the truth and end this. Because there are people who don't know what the heck is going on until we get to this part. Now then, let's start.
That is true. Oh, we're doing closing argument. Start. So, I feel like something's not right here. But okay. Also, my peaks out. Because we're not even halfway through the trial. So I know there's still a lot more to do. Oh, what? Ah. Where does that go? Where does Suichi go? Where does Suichi go? Oh, okay. And then Katie did her murder plan. That failed. At least we now confirmed that it did actually fail, so she's not a murderer. So I guess that's good. She's not bad, I guess.
This is the truth of the case.
I don't think
This
it
new
is.
evidence. Let's look back at Rantaro's murder. The night of the incident, Kaede and I were in the first floor classroom.
It is cool to look back at the story though, and also like see how the friendships and stuff changed. Because now we're friends with Maki, and we didn't even know Maki at the start.
We were waiting for the mastermind to trigger.
But I don't like these closing arguments, they just go for too long.
Around that time, there were 4 people.
Well, I guess
in
it's
the
nice,
dining
like
hall,
Monokuma said, for
including
people
the
who don't
mastermind
understand
was
what's going
probably
on,
irritated after the
to
motive,
just
but the mastermind, and from there,
reiterate what has happened. But
and there.
I think I understand this one. It's
With
fairly
less than an
straightforward.
hour before the time, which set off the. It all happened the way we determined. ran out of the room. At the same time, Rantaro was lured by the flash of the hidden
I want to
camera
know what
Coyote
happens
set.
exactly here in like timeline wise. What's happening? Because the flash lured him to the camera, which then took a picture of him.
He unwittingly stepped right into the path of the shot.
But then the shot misses him, or hits him but doesn't kill him.
The shot rolled down the path Kaede made, and then
It's still very unlikely that a shot football would roll this far. Have you tried rolling a shot football? They do not want to roll.
fell right onto Rantaro's head, killing him instantly. Or it turns out that was just what the mastermind wanted us to believe. In reality, Kaede's murder plan happened quite differently.
New Act 5.
The shot put ball that Kaede rolled didn't actually hit Rantaro.
That would have startled him though, or done something.
He must have been surprised seeing the shot put ball drop out of nowhere like that, but his fate was sealed. The mastermind saw that Kaede's plan fail and stepped in to finish the job. The mastermind jumped out of the hidden room
Like,
and
I thought-
attacked Rantaro from behind.
I thought Mastermind would actually throw the shot put ball, not have it in their hand and just dunk, dunk.
And in their hand, the real murder weapon. Their Rantaro wasn't killed by Kaede's shot, but by the mastermind. The mastermind picked up Kaede's shot and left their shot put ball at the scene. They also looted the survivor perk monopad from Rantaro's body. Those things in hand, they retreated back into the hidden room. I remember seeing the bookcase closing just as Kaede and I got there. The mastermind had probably just finished their crime.
Someone drew an arrow. I had to comment.
And so, the real truth was perfectly hidden from us. We went to and reached the truth that Kaede was the culprit. But that truth had been twisted by the mastermind.
Act 6.
After the murder, the mastermind left the stolen monopad on the table in the hidden room. And threw Kaede's shot put ball into the trash can. A little careless of them to not get rid of all the evidence.
Yeah, I don't know why they would put it in a trash can in their room. Like, who empties the trash can anyway? Looks like
They
no one.
probably believed no one would ever get into that room, but we did. Their crime complete, the mastermind went back through the hidden passageway. The passageway led from the hidden room all the way to
The girl's bathroom.
the girls' bathroom on the first. While the mastermind was pretending to use the girls' bathroom, they were actually using the hidden passageway. That's how they moved around without being
The
noticed.
animation.
Anyone could have used the hidden passageway, not just the people in the dining hall. But looking at the survivors, only you could possibly be the mastermind. If I'm wrong, please refute me. Please tell us you aren't the mastermind. Tsumugi Shirogane, the ultimate cosplayer. That's the truth of this case, of the killing game itself. Well, Tsumugi,
Well, what?
It's weird.
Yes!
It's weird that these people just
Scorching
never.
hot twist. My hand holding the detonator is tensing up.
It's weird that these people never want to actually answer the questions when they're the people in danger. Like, do you not want to live?
Don't get tense. Calm down.
Daddy! Please stop this! Go back to how you used to be! When you loved us so much!
I don't think that was ever a thing.
How I used to be was more suited to a different story than this one.
Huh?
Basically, your story doesn't matter. I can watch this exciting development.
Well, Tsumugi, are there any flaws in Shuichi's logic? If so, then please tell us.
Flaws? There's a bunch of flaws all over it!
Then explain.
You can do it! You can do it, Tsumugi!
Even if you cheer me on. It's not like that! I didn't do it! It's plain to see!
Fight back, Tsumugi! Come on! You can do it! You!
Daddy! You're tensing up again!
It's like a wrestling match now.
I still
Two
wanna
sides
win, so
cheering on
please
each other.
don't push the button!
Tsumugi, please just say something. If you don't defend yourself...
Junko Enoshima!
What?
What?
'Cause it's always been her!
Has it always been her? First time it was her. Second time. Was technically a program, wasn't it?
In the Hope's Peak killing game, and in the Jabberwock Island killing game, Junko Enoshima didn't participate. She controlled the game from outside. Even if it's boring or repetitive, she's always the mastermind, isn't she? Then it's like that this time too. It's gotta be Junko again.
Junko Enoshima is dead. She's not part of this killing game.
You're wrong. She hasn't been eliminated. It's all Junko's doing.
What?
This killing game is her doing too. Yeah, that's gotta be it. 'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is...
'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is...
Daddy, please
Just
don't
say
be so
it,
excited.
dynamic.
You press the button.
Look at our cute faces! Can you really be...
Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is what? Okay, time for a commercial break.
What?
No, it isn't!
See? We're a good comedy group too! So please don't...
Oh, both of them. Well, that's good. What's going on?
Junko Enoshima is... Junko Enoshima is...
Right the fuck here!
Wait, what? What? I'm very
Sorry
confused.
to keep you waiting.
Wait, but that's not even how she stands, is it? I don't remember, it's been a while.
Even if nobody was waiting. Even if it makes you go, what? Again? The Diva of Despair takes the stage once more. Junko Enoshima, the 53rd.
Wait, what, did she make, like, different versions of herself? Is she just a robot now? What is going on? But then it technically is Tsumugi, right? I'm so confused.
Once again, the mastermind is Junko Enoshima!
Junko Enoshima, the 53rd?
Tsumugi, what's the matter? Aren't you Tsumugi Shirogane? Our friend who survived with us?
Sorry about that. You can go ahead and forget about Tsumugi Shirogane.
'Cause I'm just a character. You know, a lie.
What?
Sorry to all her fans out there. If any of you even exist, that is.
A lie?
Tsumugi Shirogane was nothing more than a cover for me, the mastermind.
I'm very confused. Because she's supposed to be dead. And even though she was alive as a computer program, she shouldn't be alive as a human. But maybe she's a robot?
Calling her your friend? Ugh, it's laughable, really. Really, I'm gonna laugh.
But usually Junko changes her personality like every 5 seconds.
Are you serious? You're the mastermind behind this?
But why? That face and that voice. It's just like...
Junko Enoshima.
Well,
I
I think we
right?
went over that.
Does it make you fall into despair? Well, does it?
No, that's not possible. Junko Enoshima is dead.
But why did you call yourself the 53rd?
As history repeats itself, so does Junko Enoshima. Yeah?
As you can see, I am a perfect reproduction of Junko Enoshima.
So she is a robot.
So, you're just a freak pretending to be Junko Enoshima, huh?
Or is it she like a remnant of despair that dresses like Junko Enoshima?
No, a perfect reproduction.
Perfect reproductions are exactly the same as the original.
Her logic is impossible to follow, much like the real Junko Enoshima's.
Whatever it is, you're the actual mastermind of this killing game, right? So if we kill you, then that'll be the end, correct?
Say mean things like that. Besides, killing me never ends the game.
It never ends the game? What do you mean?
She's bluffing. Let's just kill her and get it over with.
Wait, if force is necessary, it should wait until after we see what she...
No need, Kibo, because this class trial is over.
But we still haven't gotten to the halfway mark of the trial.
What? It's already over? But I just showed up.
But isn't that the Future Foundation's logo on her shirt? Or am I just pretty sure that was their logo?
You killed Kaede, and Monokuma covered it up with a false narrative. The class trials are rigged, and this whole game is illegitimate.
Oh, that. Right. Yeah, I definitely messed that up. Sorry about that. So?
So? Is that all you have to say?
The viewers won't accept that kind of apology. You gotta stop the killing game!
Huh? The viewers?
It seems like you're on the wrong track, so let me explain.
Please explain.
Okay, so first, I'll start with the event that inspired me to plan this killing game.
That was
Story
about
time.
the time the meteorite impact started intensifying.
Did she just start some big story on her own?
I knew of Hope's Peak Academy's Gopher project, and my inner Junko told me. Crushing the Gopher project, humanity's last hope, would be the perfect despair.
That's when I took over the killing game I devised. I forced those selected as humanity's last hope to play my killing game.
And then I took the name Tsumugi Shirogane and sneaked in among them. Did Kokichi know about this? Wasn't he a remnant of despair? He was your comrade, right?
Huh? Comrade? Junko Enoshima doesn't have comrades.
It's like, you don't need a remote after you've thrown out the TV, right?
The remnants of
What does that
despair
even
are
mean?
just a bunch of despair fanboys and fangirls.
But I am despair itself.
I am a god of despair. Kokichi was just one of my believers.
Is Tsumi's voice actor like the same as Junko's? Because that'd be kind of cool. If they're actually the same.
A god wouldn't be comrades with one of their believers, right?
Then Kokichi didn't know your true identity either.
What a hopeless existence he led. To the end, he had no idea the object of his worship was right under his nose.
I don't care about your story. Tell us about the people watching. Who's this killing game being shown to? Where are the survivors of humanity?
There's nobody watching.
Huh?
We were the last 16 people alive, you know. Who could be watching? Humanity is gone.
No, you're lying. If this isn't being shown to anyone, why care so much about rules? You're the one who keeps talking about making the game interesting. For whom?
That was just a part of my perfect reproduction.
Your what?
I just perfectly reproduced my own killing game is all. Just like the old Junko. The original was meant to be shown, so that's how I made mine.
You just wanted to recreate the past killing game. That's it?
Yep, that's it.
Oh, we still haven't explained the antenna on Kibo. Who is he talking to?
There are no survivors of humanity. Things are just as you recalled.
I think these are all lies. These are fake lies and Kokichis.
That is the truth of the Ultimate Academy killing game!
But it is still weird about Tatsumi. I guess we're half right? I don't know, I'm still confused.
No, that's wrong!
Oh dear! I am so surprised!
Maybe we all remember that there's no one left out there. But how do we know our memories are real?
What do you mean by that? You think your memories are wrong?
There's something that's been bothering me about our memories. Here, look at this book.
A complete history of Hope's Peak Academy?
This book contains years of research about Hope's Peak Academy. Nothing would indicate this book is a prop. I believe the information here is accurate. But there's a lot written in here that differs from our memories.
What is different?
To know that for certain, I'll need everyone's help. I want you all to tell me everything that you remember about Hope's Peak Academy.
We just need to talk about what we remember from Hope's Peak?
So it started with the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring wars and terrorism around the world. It would not be hyperbole to say that event brought despair to all mankind.
And it was all caused by a single high school girl.
I wonder who that was.
Yeah, it was me!
Ah!
Junko Enoshima enrolled in Hope's Peak Academy as the ultimate fashionista. But my real identity was the ultimate despair. In order to cover the world in despair, I put my plans...
Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here.
Huh? I detect no discrepancy in my memory banks.
Yes. Everything we just said is just like we remember it. But it doesn't match what's written in the history of Hope's Peak Academy.
That's how I remember it. Am I remembering wrong? And now I need to identify the
So
discrepancy.
you gotta play Spot the Difference! Point out what everyone is mistaken about in their memories of Hope's Peak Academy! Alright! Time to play
The conversation in the chat.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy.
Because the term ultimate despair can both be more complicated itself and
Inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
aha, no.
A student of Hope's Peak Academy.
The
Who's that?
ultimate despair! Junko Enoshima!
I did everything in my power.
To spread despair over the entire world!
The biggest, most...
The most tragic event in human history. That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring war and terrorism around the world. The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
That's wrong! One high school girl started the tragedy, the ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. At least that's what I remember. But that's not what this book says. Ultimate despair doesn't just refer to Junko Enoshima. It refers to a group and the movement that came after. To put it simply, there's more to ultimate despair than Junko Enoshima.
This is the first time I've heard about this. Wasn't Junko the ultimate despair?
That's what I recall as well. That label should only apply to her.
Coincidences sure are scary. Everyone misremembered the same thing.
Coincidence? Misremembered?
There's a difference in these memories.
And that's not all. There are other discrepancies I'd like to point out.
Ugh, does it even matter? I'm bored already. Just shut up.
So, let's continue where we left off. Junko resorted to different tactics to cover the world with despair. The killing game between the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, for example.
They were locked up and forced into the killing game by the ultimate despair.
But boo-hoo! When I, the one who started it all, died, events were set in motion.
And the world began to move towards restoration.
Then the fight between the Future Foundation and the remnants of despair raged on! But the worst-case scenario was avoided! Yay! A happy ending.
What? Alright. I know I'm not saying much in this stream, but there's not much I can really say. I'm still trying to figure out the whole thing.
Event in human history happened because of spreading despair.
The 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair and forced into the killing game.
Oh, I have some bad news about that.
The events that my death set in motion are only now reaching their climax. So the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation are still fighting, but for now, we've avoided the worst of it.
It's different from our memories after a lost the contradiction.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history happened because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's...
That's it? No. At least there's only one bullet, so I just have to try it on everything.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history happened because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair. Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, they were held prisoner by the ultimate despair.
So that makes sense.
And forced into the killing game.
Oh, I have some bad news about that.
The events that my death set in motion are only now reaching their climax. So the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation
Are still
fighting, but for now, we've avoided the worst of it. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history happened because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair. Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, they were held prisoner by the ultimate despair.
Okay,
That's
I guess.
wrong!
I don't really know. Hey, welcome. Ghost.
It wasn't the ultimate despair that trapped the 78th
We're coming to
class in
the
Hope's Peak
epic
Academy.
conclusion of this whole story.
It was the class themselves. They shut themselves in.
Shut themselves in?
Why would they shut themselves in?
It has to do with the Hope's Peak Academy shelter project.
Just in time.
During
Well,
the
I think there's
tragedy,
still probably like
the
an hour or
78th
more
class
left in this. But we're getting to the juicy stuff.
trapped themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy for protection.
So our memory of the 78th class being trapped by the ultimate despair?
Are you saying our memories are wrong?
It just means those documents were written all half-assed. There's no need to worry about it. Your memories are all correct.
What you've been saying isn't consistent. First you said it was just coincidence.
Is that so?
Let's just move on. I want to talk about one more thing from our memories. It's about the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy that we were attending.
What about Hope's Peak Academy?
There's no doubt that the 16 of us were students at Hope's Peak Academy. We heard it had been rebuilt and was accepting applications for talented students again. And so, we gathered at the brand new Hope's Peak Academy.
Since Hope's Peak Academy was large, we were all in separate classes. But there's no doubt we were students of the new school.
What else is different this time? So I'll just recap you, Ghosty. There, basically we
Hope's
found
Peak
out.
Academy was rebuilt.
Basically, we found out the mastermind, kind of, and now we're trying to go through the history and stuff and figure out what's actually going on. So we figured out that our memories that we remember of the past are actually incorrect, and now we're trying to figure out why and stuff. I'm really good at explaining.
And with that, recruitment of talented students resumed.
When we found out, we came to the new Hope's Peak Academy.
The new Hope's Peak Academy was a huge school. Which is why we were all in different classes.
But we're all the same!
That's right! We were all students of Hope's Peak Academy.
What's different here? Plunged, protected, did not admit students by application. The only way to admit was being scouted.
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented students resumed.
When we found out, we came to the new Hope's Peak Academy.
The new Hope's Peak Academy was a huge school. Which is why we were all in different classes.
But we're all the same!
That's right! We were all students of Hope's Peak Academy.
I guess we were. I was wrong.
Hope's Peak
Academy was rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented students.
No.
That's wrong!
I was thinking that, but the wording is not, like, correct.
We remember Hope's Peak Academy taking applications from talented students.
Like, recruitment would still just mean that they were scouting, right?
But that's not what's written here. The Academy did not take applications. All of their students were scouted.
Scouted? I've never heard that.
I wasn't scouted. I applied to Hope's Peak Academy on my own.
Me too. I chose to come to Hope's Peak. At least, that's what I remember.
Are you saying we're remembering it wrong?
But what if this book's just wrong? Researchers make mistakes too.
Maybe so, but I'm not getting all this from just the book. There is other evidence as well.
Other what?
The killing game we're in now is one that began with Hope's Peak Academy. So this is the third game after Hope's Peak and Jabberwock Island.
But that doesn't make sense unless Rentaro's memory's false, because they said that he is a survivor of the previous game. And he can't be the survivor of the previous game, because if the previous game is Jabberwock Island, he was not in that game, so I don't know what's going on.
But remember what Rantaro said?
Oh, okay, we're getting to that. I'm good. Well, the truth is, this isn't your first killing game.
But Rantaro's name wasn't listed among the past participants of the game. He was not present at the 2 killing games that Junko orchestrated.
Then, which killing game did Rantaro participate in?
I'm not entirely sure, but it's clearly inconsistent, isn't it?
So did he have like a false memory even before all of this started?
And the inconsistencies don't stop there. Kokichi's account is also suspect.
Kokichi's account is inconsistent too?
Oh, an inconsistency? Do tell.
We remember Kokichi as a remnant of despair. But I don't think that's true. He wasn't a remnant of despair.
He wasn't a remnant of despair?
Tokichi seemed like he was actually a decent guy in the end.
That's
Really weird.
impossible.
and crazy.
He was definitely a remnant of despair.
Not remnant of despairy.
The remnants of despair were the ones who tried to stop the Gopher Project. And Kokichi was their leader. If he was the one leading the remnants of despair, then he must have been second only to the ultimate despair herself.
Yes, he loved me more than anyone. Like an obsessed fan hiding in the bushes. So where's your proof he wasn't a remnant of despair?
I have proof. It is,
This is it!
This is it. I got it.
The motive video we found in Kokichi's dorm room.
He led an organization that was just made for mayhem and pranks and stuff. Which is kind of weird, and I don't know how they would make money. Okay. They probably
An
did some stealing as
organization
well.
centered around petty crimes, one that forbids murder. And in addition to that, the group was only 10 people. That's far too few to be the same group that tried to sabotage the Gopher Project.
How was he an
Meaning
ultimate
that
supreme
whatever
leader
group
then?
Kokichi
Or was that a lie
part
too?
of is not the remnants of despair.
Gotta say, leading 10 people is not a supreme rulership.
His motive video clearly contradicts our memories. The memory we have of Kokichi being a remnant has to be false.
You mean he wasn't a remnant of despair? That's not possible.
Come to think of it, we never actually heard it directly from him.
But it's still not possible.
Kokichi didn't tell us because he wasn't exposed to that flashback light. And neither was Kaito. Kaito didn't appear to know anything about the remnants of despair, or Junko Enoshima.
If they'd been exposed to it, maybe we'd know the truth.
Maybe it's better that they weren't. I think the people who were affected by that flashback light were wrong.
Dun, dun, dun.
What do you mean?
All of these weird inconsistencies are from memories we got from the flashback lights.
So the flashback lights are the cause?
You found the classroom that makes all the flashback lights, right, Shuichi?
There was someone who didn't... Wasn't Kokichi like the one that didn't want us to use the flashback light? Maybe he was on to something.
Yes, and I noticed something strange about it. I actually did a little experimenting with a device hidden in the room. It allowed you to select the memory that a flashback light would recover. However, some of the memories were inconsistent with each other. One might say there are survivors, but another would say there are no bizarre, right? The flashback lights allegedly help us recover our memories. We're supposed to remember the truth that we forgot, and there should only be one truth. But then, having the option to recover contradictory memories doesn't make sense.
What would happen if you had both memories at once? There are no survivors, but there are some.
Then what are you saying?
Huh?
The flashback light isn't for recovering lost memories? Is that what you're saying?
Then what was it for?
What was it for, huh? Huh?
Go on, tell them. What are the flashback lights for?
What does it mean? Real truth is... Oh, fuck. Lies. Deceptions. Oh, okay. Mini game time. The best time of the stream.
We can't let it end here!
Don't we all love minigame time? It's just great not knowing what letters go where. Ugh. Ugh. What? I've tried like everything. N? What are the letters left? L I? What? Illusion? Nope. Okay.
We can't let it end here.
I'm trying, Soichi. Shush. Okay, it starts with an I. What's the question? The flashback light does what to memories? I don't know. Implant. Oh, that's a good word! Wait, where's M? Oh, you might be onto something. You're onto something! Oh, you're a genius. Impoplat. Oh, look at you go. Good job.
I see now. Yes, that's it. The flashback light isn't supposed to help us remember anything. It's a tool for implanting false memories.
Planting memories?
Yes, the memories you could select for the flashback lights weren't our real memories. They were memories to be implanted inside us. That's why the contents of those memories contradict each other. Once we're exposed to a flashback light, those memories become the truth to us.
So the memories we recovered with the flashback lights were...
Not real. They were all false memories. They were all lies.
Lies?
What a horrible truth! If the memories from the flashback lights are lies, then everything was a lie! All the suspense and foreshadowing was for nothing!
Which is kind of why I don't like this story. Because it like builds up to something big and then suddenly it all means nothing.
Can you believe it? It's like everything that happened didn't matter at all.
That's great. Great storytelling.
Well, that is what it means.
Huh?
Lies are just like snowballs. The more you roll them, the bigger they get. The bigger they are, the more fun and shocking it is when they're revealed.
This is almost as worse as saying, everything was a dream.
That's why everything up till now has been lies. The memories from the flashback lights were just lies?
It's just as Shuichi said. The flashback lights are not for
Yeah.
recovering lost memories. They're tools for implanting new ones. The light they emit
I like the concept of this game and the characters and all that, but their storytelling is trash. Like, there's so much potential, and they just ruin it with really lame twists and stuff.
That light is beamed directly into the brain, causing a deja vu sort of phenomenon. The brain gets confused and thinks the info it just received happened in the past.
We were just confused?
For example, your memories of being students of Hope's Peak Academy?
Hey! You guys don't have anything to do with Hope's Peak Academy.
What? So they weren't even a part of the school?
None
What
of us
is-
were ever students there. It was just a fake memory.
Well, that is quite something.
We're not students from Hope's Peak?
Yep, that was all fake.
Great.
Looking back, it was a mistake to have you remember Hope's Peak. I didn't originally plan on giving you those memories, but I was in a rush and overlooked all those inconsistencies, so you figured it all out.
It's hopelessly the worst!
So that's why Kokichi had to die?
Good job, Mr. Detective. You got it.
What do you mean had to die? Like, he did it to himself, I'm pretty sure.
The only reason we thought Kokichi was a remnant was because of the flashback lights. But he did say that he was the leader of a cult organization. That was a lie he invented himself. He wanted to be the master.
Kokichi's lies just made everything worse.
Believe it. That's why he lied.
Which means the mastermind who snuck Monokuma into the ark is me. But that was a lie. Kokichi actually a good boy.
Mastermind's role, but in doing so, became a thorn in their side. So to get rid of that hindrance, the mastermind played along with the
Tasumi
lie.
is evil, but like, I don't think Tasumi is even like an actual person anymore. It's just like an act. Tasumi wasn't even a character.
The mastermind manipulated us into thinking Kokichi was a remnant of despair.
At the same time, having everyone remember Hope's Peak Academy made you guys target him because you thought he was a remnant of despair.
You were using the flashback lights to control us?
Just to fill in character, to fill the plot holes? Yeah, I guess so. Or to make you not
The reason I tried
suspect.
to kill Kokichi was...
You were being controlled by false memories, like putty in the mastermind's hands. But Maki wasn't the only one being controlled. You all were!
Oh, well that makes sense as to why, Kokichi was so surprised at, Maki trying to kill him. Because, he had nothing to actually do with the game or anything. He actually wanted to try and stop it, so... I guess something messed up there.
Remember when Kokichi revealed the truth of the outside world? You all got so depressed, you couldn't even focus on the killing game!
Wait, then, to make us recover from that, you...
Yep, we gave you memories of being Hope's Peak Academy students, the symbol of hope.
But then who
So
are
you
they?
all could face despair.
You controlled us with that fake memory?
Like, I don't even know what's real or what's fake anymore. Game. This is not...
Well, it wasn't just that memory.
Not
It was all
fun.
of them up till now. New mysteries and truths turn to motivation. Motivation drives a story. Everything from the flashback lights was just motivation to move you forward. But I guess it was fake motivation.
You idiots kept getting jerked around by meaningless lies!
This class trial was like that too, wasn't it? Why was it you were so motivated to do it? Because you got a memory from one of the flashback lights, right?
So
Was
she
that
wanted
also
this
a memory
trial?
you used to control us?
Hey, what was it you guys remembered from it again? At first, you ran away from the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope. But then, you bravely chose to accept your fate. You took on all the wishes of your friends and family. And now, you remember how you got here.
But the outside world has to be destroyed, even if all of this is fake stuff. Because we actually saw the outside world, at least I assume, when we opened that big door.
You remembered that you had all been entrusted with the world's hope, right? Remembering the weight of that hope should have made you feel stronger. I have to escape! I'll never give up! I won't be defeated by the mastermind!
Even though Kaito and Kokichi were gone, and Kibo started to go berserk, you guys didn't give up hope. You decided to face this killing game, right?
You were controlling our emotions? Even our resolve to defeat the mastermind?
This is a killing game. A death game where emotions run like blood.
If the participants aren't trying their best to live, it's just not very exciting.
Oh, the memories were fake.
Oh, Himiko's having a mental breakdown.
What was that memory? And that memory?
But yeah, how much of this is fake and how much is real now?
And that memory, and that memory, and that memory, and that memory, and that
Yep.
memory, and that.
He's breaking down.
If they were all fake memories, then... Where are we? Why are we in this killing game?
Yeah, who knows? My plans for mankind's last killing game kind of just fell apart. So figure out why on your own. This is a class trial after all.
Then, who are you? I don't know who you are.
Oh, what's not to understand? I became me. What about that don't you get?
If this killing game is connected to Hope's Peak Academy, then I believe you.
Why? Why would you believe her?
This is certainly the work of someone carrying on Junko Enoshima's will. But we have nothing to do with Hope's Peak, so you can't be Junko. So who the hell are you?
I'm me, no one else.
Right. Okay.
What is...
Huh? You know him, don't you? He was in the Jabberwock Island killing game.
I'm Hajime Hinata.
That's not what we mean. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm just cosplaying.
Cosplaying?
Yeah, this is just cosplay.
But it's not just normal cosplay, because I can perfectly replicate the character.
Check it out! Even my voice sounds exactly the same.
Is Junko Enoshima also?
Yes, it's my cosplay.
What? I'm very confused.
I can perfectly reproduce a number of characters and actually become them.
This is the talent of the ultimate cosplayer.
I thought she said she couldn't cosplay as real people.
Number of characters?
How can she cosplay as students of Hope's Peak Academy? Because Tsumugi told us.
Basically, she gets a disease if she tries to cosplay as a real person. So I'm not too sure why she's able to cosplay as a real person now.
You remembered! Yes, that's...
So then, what does this mean?
What?
If what I said was the truth, then Hope's Peak Academy was...
If Tsumi can cosplay as them, there's only one. What? Are you saying that the whole thing was a game? It is fictional? Are they just gonna do like super meta stuff and say that everything's a game?
It's all fictional?
Fictional?
I'm so confused. What?
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history never happened. Hope's Peak, the future foundation, and the remnants of despair do not exist.
Okay, so they didn't only just ruin this game's storyline, they've ruined all the game's storylines. Great. Everything was just a dream.
Because it's all fiction. None of it actually happened in the real world.
All of those events took place within a fictional world known as Danganronpa.
I don't know what they're getting at here.
Danganronpa!
Yeah, my brain is breaking. I don't know what is...
Ronpa. What? What are you even talking about?
But it would explain why it's called Danganronpa. What does that mean? That's never been explained.
You've never heard of Danganronpa? We're all characters in it. That's right! Me, that nasty pig Bart, and everyone else are all fictional.
Hold on.
Did they get all of the voice actors back just
Hope's
to do
Peak
these?
Academy doesn't
voices?
exist?
Nope, because it's fiction. Doesn't exist in the real world.
What?
Isn't that surprising?
I'm so confused.
Up till now you thought fiction was fact.
Fiction is just fiction. Danganronpa's just fiction.
Are you just gonna like, is this game story just like, this is a game, people, don't take it too seriously? or something. I don't
This
know.
whole Danganronpa story was just stuffed into your memories.
For that reason, you all believed that work of fiction was, in fact, reality. And that's how we put on a cosplay performance for everyone to see. A cosplay performance of the whole wide Danganronpa world!
Cosplay of the whole wide world? So, this was all fake? Everything was made up?
I'm so confused. What? I don't know what angle they're going at for this. Like, do they mean the entire game's made up, which is obvious it's a game? Like, to me, it's all made up. Or is it made up to the characters that are now playing the game, and everything else is made up to them? What?
And the whole time, we thought it was real?
Are you even real, Himiko? I don't know anymore.
Did you think the ultimate cosplayer's talent was only limited to characters?
It'd be kinda lame if that was all the big bad mastermind could do.
I can do far more than that. I can cosplay the world itself.
We're up to a really big plot twist, oh yikes, and I don't like it.
So if you want to make me your enemy,
then your enemy is the world of Danganronpa itself.
Danganronpa itself?
But why?
I said I gotta pull the
Why
plug.
would you do this?
I gotta stop the game.
Why make us think
Just
it's real?
disconnect my computer. Who's playing
well,
now?
duh. It's so you don't play the killing game.
This is the world of Danganronpa, you know? No shit we're playing the killing game. It's not just any killing game. It's a killing game that takes place in the real world, propped up by fiction.
I don't know what this means.
In other words, it's ultimate real fiction.
Rightio.
Ultimate real fiction?
But if it's fiction, if everything isn't real, then the world being in ruins is
Right.
also fiction, right? The world outside is fine, right?
I don't know if this is being meta now and like saying the outside world as in outside real life. And if it is not fine. The world is warming and it's not nice. The world is not fine.
Right, of course!
How did you like that scene? Our staff worked very hard on it.
Staff?
There's no need to worry about the people backstage.
Anyway, back to our conversation. You guys can just relax. The world hasn't been destroyed.
Yes.
It's not destroyed? Then we can all go home and...
Nah, that ain't happening.
Why? If the world is still intact, then we have homes to return to.
I told you that ain't happening, you dumb sea urchin-headed... Wait, that's me.
Monokuma, what's going on?
Do you really want to know? Forget about the world! It wants nothing to do with you!
Yeah, we have to find something more meta than this. This is pretty meta, I have to say.
The walls of this academy are your world now!
But it kind of
outside
ruins
world is of no concern
things in a
to
bit. Like, it's a cool thing. I'll take it for what it's worth. But they literally just are saying the whole story meant nothing.
The audience certainly agrees with me. Isn't that right, you guys?
No, I hate you. Wait, now it's got real people? Is that like staff of the people who made Danganronpa? Wow, for a whole year, you like it? Like, it's a cool twist.
What? Who are these people?
But they had to ruin their entire storyline for this one twist.
They've all been watching this killing game transpire.
You see yourself. Oh no, what if they use my camera and like they put me in the game?
Of our total viewers.
It's just like Shuichi said. This was all arranged because people want to see it.
So this was all a show. This whole killing game.
Okay, I can see how Metro's going.
Yeah. Everyone in this whole
Aw,
peaceful
Jackie.
world watches this show.
I just want you to be real.
Peaceful world?
The outside world is peace itself. There's no despair or wars, and
Well, that's false.
all the people in this peaceful world are straight up crazy for this killing game.
Wait, why would a peaceful world need a game like this?
It's because the world is so peaceful that this killing game is necessary.
Unless they're not even talking about our world and like there's an alternate reality of
It is
us.
so very peaceful, and so it is so very boring.
With so much peace, people have become bored. They need stimulation.
He created this ultimate real fiction so Danganronpa could fulfill that need. Every person in the outside world watching this is a huge Danganronpa fan.
They're just talking themselves up now.
Everyone loves the killing games. This killing game is for everyone. So it's everyone's killing school semester.
This killing game is the latest entry in Danganronpa.
The long-awaited sequel that everyone has been waiting for!
This is the truth of this killing game. Isn't it the ultimate real fiction?
We were forced to play some fictional killing game?
Danganronpa!
This is so weird.
You noticed way too late. There's no Danganronpa without Monokuma! Since I'm here, that means this is Danganronpa!
What is this?
It is definitely a cool way to it is a cool twist, but if they do this, then pretty much they can't continue the Danganronpa series how it is, because they've literally said it's all meaningless technically. So the games have to end here.
Can't you tell? It's the title of the current Danganronpa you guys are doing.
A testament to the unquenchable thirst this blood-soaked world has for Danganronpa.
Danganronpa's gone on so long because the whole world enjoys and supports it.
Huh? How long has it gone on?
Like, they can make another Danganronpa game if they want to, but literally they've refuted the evidence of it, like, having any weight or significance. Because it's all fictional.
Did you forget what season of Danganronpa this is? You guys are dumber than ants.
Shuichi, what do you think?
What?
What number killing game is this? What season do you think we're on?
3.
You
4.
should be able to tell from the logo.
3.
And if that's not enough of a hint, just feast your eyes below my belt.
Am I really answering the... What? Oh, wait, what? Oh, V3? Oh, are we going Roman numerals? Wait, what? 53rd, oh, okay.
I see now.
Wait, how many Danganronpa games have there been? Or trials?
Could this be the
53rd one?
Ding ding! Correct! This is the 53rd season of Danganronpa!
Well, where's all of the 50 other games? Come on. Cough them up.
In other words, Danganronpa V3's official name is Danganronpa 53!
Cool.
Starting with the Hope's Peak Academy arc in Danganronpa 1, 2, then
Are they like explaining their own storyline now? Okay, cool. This is something.
The seasons just kept coming, and with it came more killing games!
Okay, so I think this isn't talking about our world, our real world. I think they're talking about a alternate universe or something inside the game of a peaceful... This is gonna get real meta, so it's hard to explain, but pretty much it's not talking about our world that I'm in. I can feel my face. It is talking about a world like ours inside the game, but outside of the game. So does this make sense? Because if it was talking about our world, then we would have seen all of these other games. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or whatever. But we haven't seen them. So it can't be a part of our world. And also they mentioned about the world being super peaceful and stuff. And our world is not that peaceful.
Until it transcended games and anime to become this, the ultimate real fiction! And now, we're in the 53rd season of Danganronpa!
I like all the different name cards and like the title cards.
What? Did the letter in there throw you off? Well, I guess that happens. But isn't it just rad how it looks like a letter, but it's really a number?
Our title is the 53rd, as this is the 53rd game we have masterminded. It was supposed to be a hint, but whatever. I'm over it.
So this is, yeah, I still feel like this is all like a part of the world, technically. And we're just getting to witness one of the seasons of Danganronpa.
Since
For
this is
some
the
reason.
53rd season, one would expect to see a multitude of characters. But you only have memories from the first two, so you wouldn't recognize any others.
That's why I've limited myself to only cosplaying as Hope's Peak characters.
Is it sinking in
Right.
yet?
That's not
This
because
killing
they
game
don't
is just
have
the
other
53rd
characters.
season of Danganronpa.
The 53rd Danganronpa. Trapped in a fictional Danganronpa-inspired world and forced to play the killing game. That is what the world desired from you.
So yes, I'm the mastermind. But the real mastermind forcing you to do this is...
Is us playing the game?
the people of the outside world! The people of the outside world are the ones who are forcing you to do this!
Okay, this is a cool ending.
The whole world.
Definitely different and
is
unexpected.
The real mastermind?
The reason I made this world? The reason you guys did the killing game? It's all because the outside world wants it, you know? It's not just me. It's everyone involved in this project.
Project?
What? You don't know what that is? Is your brain leaking oil or something? The ones managing this killing game aren't psychos like the remnants of despair.
They're literal managers! Literal! So I want to hear your best guess. What company is running this show?
Spike Chinchuft. Oh, they're gonna actually... Okay. Oh, this is cool. Oh, free Monokuma. I liked it. I like when they do something that's actually interesting and different It's just a shame that they've pretty much thrown away their entire lore for this. Where's... Or what is it? Is that it? Ah, Team Danganronpa. I thought it'd be Spike Chunsoft.
I see it.
So now they're attacking their own team that made the game. Alright.
Team Danganronpa?
Yeah, the company that makes Danganronpa is called Team Danganronpa.
You guys are behind in your studies! The audience knew the answer right away!
It's in the title credits at the start, too.
Yeah, now I understand. It's weird that they didn't make an anime for the second game. Ah, they're not going to show like anything off these games. Well, I guess that makes sense because they're not games. Story is complete. Oh, not over. How is it not over? A new... Oh wait, okay. No, it's just... Killing game will begin. Was that the trailer for when the game was announced?
I'm also a part of Team Danganronpa. We make the finest killing entertainment. Everyone enjoys our work oh so much. And our newest project is Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony.
I guess they could play into this and like just keep releasing killing games, but I don't know, it's kind of ruined now that they reveal it. I feel like this is their like final game in the series that's not really like, it doesn't add anything to the story. It's kind of just a meta look on itself. I don't think they'd make an anime for this. It's a bit... I think it only works as a game. Just because of this ending.
Killing game brought to life by Ultimate Real Fiction.
Shut up.
Well, they'd have
Shut
to
up!
change it a bit for the anime.
You created an entire fictional world to make us do this fictional killing game? No matter how many false memories we've been implanted with, we aren't fictional!
You sure about that?
Doctor left Spike Chunsoft and is making different stuff. Ah, okay. Well, yeah. Well, I feel like that even if he was still here or whatever, I don't feel like this game would have continued. This seems like an end, and like they're looking back at all of the previous parts in the series and kind of making fun at some of the points, and also just completely ruining the whole story.
What?
Either way, I don't want to do this anymore. Let me go home already!
That's impossible. Didn't I tell you that you have no homes to go back to?
What? Why not?
just like us. You only exist within the world of Danganronpa.
Although this is true, and they're all characters and all of that, then there is no reason why Tatsumi couldn't have cosplayed as anyone throughout the game. And there was no reason for her to get the cosbox. But okay.
Just like you?
Still don't get it? You just need to ask yourselves one question. Who the hell are you guys?
2D animation. Fictional character.
We're the same. We're all just like you?
That's right. You're all fictional too.
Huh? Her voice is creepy, but also kind of cute. Is that just me?
Fictional characters created solely for this killing game.
Nothing we can do about it, I'm afraid.
And I liked him.
Danganronpa's that kind of property.
He was fun.
What are you saying?
We're not fictional! We're living, breathing people!
Your immaterial existence is a fabrication, independent of your actual flesh and blood.
Ah, okay, I guess that explains it.
Yep, you're all fictional. You guys out there beyond the fourth wall already knew that, right? You all didn't look
What?
like this when you first
Thought they
came
were
to
real.
the
I
Ultimate
wanted to meet
Academy.
them.
Those were your true selves. Now you're all just fictional characters. That's the truth.
And our real identities. Wait, what? A true identity. Normal people? I don't get it.
You're just normal, average, everyday people with no ultimate talent whatsoever. When you guys came to this academy for the first time, you were just boring, everyday high school students.
You were average students with no talent. Just like me.
But boring everyday characters have no right to be in Danganronpa. So you were all made more suitable for your new roles.
Everyone remembered thanks to the first flashback light. You were all given personalities, talents, and upbringings to create your characters. Much like that delightful documentary, Making a Murderer.
It was at that point that the prologue of this story began.
Which means your ultimate talents are all just fiction.
Our talents as well?
Yep. Your talents are a bunch of lies.
Well, that means Chiaki's not dead. I can believe. If everything's fiction, she's not dead. She's alive.
I mean, they suited you to a certain extent, but mostly in a placebo effect sort of way. Kinda like a form of auto-suggestion. You know, like if you do it, it'll all work out.
But it's not just your talents, it's your personalities, families, memories.
It's all fiction, created by the flashback light.
Can you really say you're not fictional now?
Even if your body is real, your identities, personalities, talents, and past are all fiction.
Can you really say none of this is fictional now?
Wait a minute. What are you babbling about? Our identities, personalities, talents, and pasts are all fictional? That's stupid!
It's not stupid! Isn't this what you all wanted?
We wanted this? Yeah, you wouldn't remember, but you guys were all from the outside world.
It's not strange at all that you'd want to be part of the show you love.
No way! Are you saying we wanted to participate in this killing game?
Did they like actually get like people who like were fans of the game to like be characters in the game?
That's not possible!
impossible!
something,
How
I don't
could we
know.
ever?
Please, everyone, take a look at this.
Are they gonna play a real video? Oh.
Number 154. My name is... I've always been such a huge fan of Danganronpa and always wanted to be in one. If I were a contestant, I would want to be an ultimate detective. I know there's been a few in the past, and I've always loved those characters. So I would want to be one of them. But I don't have to be a detective. I'll be anything to be part of the show. And I
This
mean
is so weird.
anything. I do anything to be part of Danganronpa. I promise, if I get selected, I will work as hard as I can. I will come up with the best, most gruesome murders, I promise. Everyone will love it. And an ultimate detective hasn't been the blackened yet, so I'm sure I could do that. I'm also thinking about the perfect punishment for an ultimate detective. What?
It just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Wasn't that you, Shuichi?
No, it can't be. I'd never say something like...
You wouldn't say that now, but this is you before you became who you are now.
What?
When we saw your audition tape, we had a flash of inspiration. The weakest ultimate detective ever. Wouldn't it be great to see him grow?
And that's why we made your character and had you join the gang.
The rest of you are no different. You auditioned and were selected as well.
Auditioned?
Yeah, you were all so excited when you were selected.
I believe it was right after you all received your ultimate wardrobe.
Huh? How nice!
Looking good now. You look more like Ultimates.
Huh?
Ultimates, really?
So...
Next up, the memories you see all been waiting for.
You guys are ready?
Get ready. Once the seal is broken, we'll be in the domain of the killing game.
Could it be...
Mean we were selected?
All right.
We got picked, really? Alright. Okay, so... About all of this. Forget all this. Why was Kaito sick? Or was that still tied to their story even if it's all fictional? Really, I'm selected for it too.
We really said that? That's a lie! I have no memory of that!
You just forgot is all. Because of the flashback light we used on you.
The people you used to be are gone. You're fictional characters now.
Do you finally understand? You are all flesh and blood fictional characters.
Alright.
So you got nowhere to return! All that stuff's fiction too!
Then, my friends and family. My whole life before coming here.
All fiction! That's what a backstory is!
You can't go back home, because there is no such place!
I knew there was something fishy in this game though, like, it was just such an odd storyline. Things just weren't interesting and they kept plot twisting things that didn't need to be plot twisted.
Just like how there's no Togami Corporation in the real world.
The only place we fictional
Someone's probably
characters
called
can
it
live
Togami
is in
Corporation.
This fictional world. Only in this world. Only in Danganronpa.
Only in this world? Yes! The place you're actually trapped inside is the Danganronpa world! That's why you guys can't leave this place! That's why your only option is to continue the killing game here! You're all fictional characters, created to kill each other! It's what the world wants! That's why there's nowhere to run.
Enough. I don't want to know anything else. I've had enough.
Ugh, that reaction!
Could it be you fell into despair?
It's times like these you need to look to your friends for support.
However, all your friends are fictional too!
For example, even Kaito's illness was given to him as part of his character.
What? I was the one who came up with that plotline and gave him that virus. I was also the one who came up with the plotline where you fell for Kaito.
What are you saying?
Then what about Tenko? Was she always defending me
Because that was her character. It's the same for me, too.
A character created to bring excitement to the killing game, much like myself.
So the killing game swelled with excitement. Even my pants started to swell too.
You're telling us this is all a lie? Even my feelings? Are you saying even those were lies?
This would have been weird to record the voices for.
Well, if you're going to
These
call
lines are
fiction
so
a
weird.
lie, then yes.
Or complicated.
Everything in this world has a writing credit. All our words and actions are just a bunch of lies.
For example, an unbreakable vow of brotherhood is just a simple plotline.
You said it, bro! However, that was a splendid plotline!
Even that thing Kaede said that moved Shuichi's heart.
What?
I believe in you. Okay, you should definitely believe in yourself. It was a lies.
That was a lie, because the real Kaede said...
I'm perfect for a killing game. I don't have any faith in humanity.
Oh,
And who could
Katie,
forget Kaito's
you were the
inspiring
trusted
line?
one. Chosen one. Don't forget the impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
That was a lie! Because the real Kaito said...
When they're talking about real Kaido, is it actually like the people who played the characters or wrote the characters or something? What do they mean?
I'm not just gonna be in Danganronpa. I'm gonna kill everybody and win!
His eyes look pretty creepy.
Once I've got fame and fortune, I don't gotta worry about what's impossible.
It's all fiction! It's all a lie! Every single thing that has happened in this killing game is a lie!
The reason we're all here right now, because of them. Because of them, I was able to change. That's why I was trying to live for them. Too, I was trying to stay so hard to stay positive. But if even that's a lie, then what was the point of me playing this game for like 30 hours?
Why am I
You
here?
were here.
Why did I even survive this long? This is fiction. There's no greater meaning. No greater meaning to death. No greater meaning to life. It's all fiction. There's no meaning to be found in any of it.
It's so gross I could just barf.
Well, I guess it makes sense you wouldn't believe all this stuff.
How about that? You in despair yet? It will be troublesome for us if you don't despair under our rule. Danganronpa's all about despair! The reason this killing game's so popular, why it's gone on for 53 seasons. That reason is despair. Viewers flock to see your despair.
That's why all those people out there look so happy! See?
Always get despair, Himiko. What? All the faces of despair. Danganronpa is despair.
What is this?
It's just despair.
Is this what the outside world wants? Is this what they want from us?
Yes.
Oh, don't have the energy to yell? Well, yelling for help is useless for fictional characters anyway. It makes the viewers even more depraved and obsessed when they feel sorry for you. They watch, knowing that they shouldn't, just to revel in the depravity of it all.
I feel like the only reason they made this whole meta thing is because they had no good reason to have another killing game. Like, there was no way of them to actually host it, because the third anime kind of finishes everything. So it wouldn't have made sense. So they just had to do this.
That depravity is the appeal of death games. It's the appeal of this very killing game. It's the appeal of Danganronpa itself.
So what are we supposed to do?
Huh? What was that?
What are we supposed to do? What's gonna happen to us?
What are you guys talking about?
Weren't you going to ruin the class trial and end the killing games? Go ahead and stop it if you can. Try and stop a world obsessed with it.
There's no way to stop it. It's impossible.
Or did they actually have this from this very first game? From the start? I don't feel like they did. I feel like they added this in at the end.
Oh. Are you giving up already?
It's all a lie, isn't it? Me, everyone here, everyone who died. Everything's a lie, right? I can't fight for a lie, can I?
Oh! What's the matter? Are you in despair? No matter how much you grow, Shuichi, you're still weak after all. Now that you know it's all lies, you've gone back to the weak ultimate detective.
This pleases us. It is a despair fit for Danganronpa.
Well, that was surprisingly disappointing. But I guess it's okay. We're still on script.
I feel like this game's not canon. Like, I'm not just saying that because of this, but like, it's literally, it just seems slapped on at the end to make everything else like just a big twist. All our feelings. I guess it has to be canon, but like, if it's canon, then it like makes everything else not canon, if that makes sense. Doesn't matter how many mysteries you solve. The mysteries were all fiction in the first place. All scripted. It's all over. It's all just a lie anyway. Doesn't matter what you do. It's open. Bad end. Oh, is there actually a bad and good ending? Is there a... Is this the end? Please tell me, I'm asking you. Whenever I was in trouble, my inner voice would always guide me. The guidance is what brought me here. I don't believe that's a mistake. Am I Kibo's inner voice? So I will trust it. Please tell me what I should do. Tell me your decision. I don't get it. Save this situation? Yes. I'm gonna save this as a separate thing. Just because I don't even know. Okay, so what do I do? It looks like I got the bad ending. And these things are still locked for some reason. Do I continue? I don't know. I'm so confused. Did I do something wrong? What was I supposed to do? Extras? Event gallery, movie gallery. We never got to go into the Love Hotel. Ah. What's this? Gunter and Katie? What? Alright. don't know if I want to curse my eyes with that. Wait, what? Rightio! Kaio and Soichi. Gunta and Soichi. What is this? It continues. I don't understand this part. So can I just continue? Bad end. Is there anything past this, or was that it? Is this the end? Okay. I'm so confused. Say, what do I do now? How? Remedy the situation? Yes. Yay! More content! Alright, how long more is this gonna go? We're up to 2 hours, but I'll try and end this today.
I hear your voices crystal clear. My inner voice is telling me I need to remedy this situation. That is why I will not give up. I will not give up hope until the very end.
Is like the game starting to break down and stuff now?
We can't give up. No matter what, hope is always within reach. We must keep our heads high and search for hope, especially in deepest despair. Hope?
Huh? What hope?
You said so yourself. This killing game is the ultimate.
Probably a while. Do you think I should end it here and continue later? Continue tomorrow? Okay, well, I guess I'll just I'll go to the main menu. I want to just, while we're in like the end, let's just check out some of the extra content, I guess. And I guess we'll continue the story thing later. What are all of these? Are these all of the cutscenes you get through the game? I'm curious about what this intimacy event costs. Do you have to actually pay for these? Monokuma. Alright. I want to see what Gunter and Kitty have going on. Because we never got to see anything to do with these. Oh, are these like full-on stories?
Of course.
I like your music, of course. You shouldn't do Kaki's Love It. Why? Maybe I'll do that off stream.
Hey!
I like music too. Really? What do you like?
Gonta.
Cool. What? Are they in love now?
Hey!
Okay, I'm not gonna read all of this, but I just want to see what this is about.
Right.
Huh?
Sleep naked. Going to learn to sleep naked in forest. Alright.
Huh? But
not good. Going to want to. Katie says it's not good. Going to not do anymore.
Then
state your mind.
You know?
Huh?
Yeah.
Going to know exactly what to do. Going to nice people. Do what now? What?
Hey.
I spent some time with Winter trying to figure out how to implement. Oh, what? Oh, okay, there's levels. So you'd probably have to keep getting closer. Oh, okay. This seems, well, this is interesting. At least, like, they've given you a lot of content to do even after you finish it. Wait, So you get them from being friends with people. Okay, so I have level 5 Miyu. Let's see what level 5 Miyu is before we finish this. I wanted to see. Still thinking about Miyu's confession. I couldn't come up with a plan. Hey sweetie, why the sad, miserable face? I guess I was the only one worried about it. Since you look so bummed out, I got you a present.
Out of my way!
I'll show you just how versatile I really am.
Sure.
There's a lot of content in this game then, but you have to replay the game and stuff. Is this... what? And it looks like really professional. Miyu must be a pretty good cook. Okay. Don't worry, I added some food ingredients. Don't worry.
Please forgive me.
I just want the person I like to eat me. Didn't she have this conversation when we did do the friendship thing? Yeah, we did. Oh, so these are just the friendship things that... okay, then nothing. I don't think they're anything that interesting. I think they're literally what we experienced in the game.
Out of my way!
I thought they would like unlock a secret event or something.
Listen up! That being... You're the so you better take responsibility.
No, it's the same thing. You could have told me that. I thought these were going to be something different. Ah, okay. Well, there's no point to this then. Alright, well what's even the point? Why would you make it something you have to unlock with coins and stuff? Anyway. That's more useless than I thought it would be. Don't know what this is. You didn't know what these were? I thought you were the Danganronpa expert. Alright, so I guess I'll finish it next time on CD Cruise Live, because I don't know how long more there is to go, and we might unlock these things and other things and explore them after we finish the game. But yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye. I guess this game is not finished yet. It keeps on going. Bye.